Go on as you and figure it out later. Hi, everybody. Yes, my hair is a bit messy this morning. It's very staticky today. I eating some yogurt with chia seeds and strawberries and a couple peaches and I think a pineapple. Might be a mango. I don't know. Maybe it's not a peach. At any rate, I'm eating my breakfast. I already had my eggs, but I felt a little bit shaky today, so I decided I needed a little sugar. So I got my organic yogurt and some fruit. It's delicious. I'm hoping it will help me feel better. I think with keto, it's easy to get low in your sugar. And if you're not careful, you're really not getting enough glucose. So you do need some glucose. You just don't want your body to use the glucose to burn it as fuel. You want fat for that. So the yogurt is kind of high in fat. So are the chia seeds, I believe. So anyway, plan for today. Food pantry. Walmart to buy a tarp for the catio so that the cats won't be outside all the time, especially in the rain, and they'll be able to be outside but not outside in inclement weather, if that makes sense. I talked to my ex-husband. He should be coming either today or tomorrow, he said, or sometime he has time, to come and look at the shed and tell us what needs to be done exactly. He's all on board with us turning it into like a little mini place. He explained to me that back when my mother-in-law and father-in-law lived here, good morning, Kim, that the shed was actually leaning like this. And they rebuilt the shed with brand new wood. Everything is like super sturdy and steadfast. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. He thought it was a great idea. The pallet thing, we'll talk about that more with him and see what happens. Hey, Mel. So, project forward. We are going to do this thing. And I'm not going to put water in there, like a sink or whatever. As far as I know, I don't think that's going to happen. But I do have a washer and dryer in there that work. I just need to put a 220 line in for the dryer. The washing machine, I have used it before with the garden hose. I just have to buy a new garden hose and a new spigot thing, whatever that is, faucet, because accidentally Matthew broke it the other day. It was just worn away from the flood. That flood water sits on it and eats away at the fabric of the hose and stuff. So that's doable, all in its time. So we're going to get all that stuff done. I got my keto coffee here, my bulletproof coffee. Ring your crisis line. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so here I am to chat for a little bit with you. John is going to be picking us up for the food pantry around 9:30, I believe, 10 o'clock, something like that. And yeah, we got to gather up our bags for that. And then we're going to go to some stores, get some stuff we need. And that's pretty much it. Come back here, apply for some more jobs. Yes, the food pantry is extremely helpful. However, Matthew's being challenged from now on with the food pantry because there's cakes with frosting there. And he usually grabs as many sweets and goodies as he can. And it's killing him, literally physically killing him. His sugars are in the 400s.
No.
What? 300s? Oh.
They're
almost 400.
My fasting sugar is almost 400.
His fasting sugar, like when he wakes up in the morning, is almost at 400. It's more than, oh, naughty Matt. It's, Matt, you're going to lose a limb. You're going to lose your eyesight. You're going to go into a coma. So, yeah, today is going to be a Matthew test. When he sees the cakes sitting on the shelf at the food pantry, to not tell the lady that he'll take one. And they try to push these things on people. They try to get rid of this food. So they're like, oh, come on, take another one. Here, take that one. That kind of stuff. Good morning, Nancy. And Matthew's going to have to have some self-control and say, nope, sorry, no thank you, I'm diabetic, or however he wants to say it. He doesn't have to say that. He's 2, but he's quickly going to be heading to 1. They already have him taking insulin, but they said he's still type 2.
Where's your phone?
I don't know. I gave it to you. I don't have it. Well, Matthew's is not always high. If he eats right and he takes care of himself. Keto is the best thing for diabetics, in my opinion, especially type 2 diabetics, maybe not type 1. Because type 1 diabetics, their body doesn't make insulin at all. His body makes insulin. Right, he can fix it if he behaves himself. Exactly. I don't mean to sound like he's a little kid or anything like that. But yeah, we have to take care of our bodies. We only have one. Once that shuts down, you're a goner. There's no trade-in for a body that's gone bad. And, you know, I hope this is his last wake-up call, because it may be his last chance. I sound like the nagging pain-in-the-butt wife, and I don't mean to, but honestly, it's scary. And a lot of times, diabetics will tell you all the reasons why they can't do it, blah, blah, blah. My ex-husband, till he went to jail, and then suddenly he dropped all this weight. Why? Because the food that he was eating wasn't available. He got skinny. I mean, really, really skinny. Almost back down to when he was a teenager.
Why is everything open at 9?
Because 9 o'clock is usually when people start work, 9 to 5.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. And the thing is, you can't do it for another person. They got to want to do it for themselves. Nobody could get me to lose the weight and do the dieting that I'm doing. I had to want that for me. And I got sick of looking at the double chin. I got sick of looking at the belly rolls and having trouble, taking a shower and bending down to tie my shoes. I mean, okay, I'm being like up in your face, like really real here. In order to do this, to tie your shoe, sorry for my dirty foot, you have to be able to bend. And if there's a belly there or like up under your chest, you can't bend easily and you get out of breath. If you want to clean yourself in the shower, even like clean your belly, and you got to lift it up to clean it, there's a problem with that. You shouldn't have to lift up a big roll to clean on your belly. Yeah, but when you're pregnant, you got a firm surface there that you're lifting up, and there's a baby in there. When you're fat, it hangs. It's not a pretty sight. It's not comfortable. Not to mention, you get these things. I'm not trying to be golightly, so don't get crazy on me. You get these rashes. Little red rashes. Underneath wherever that fat roll is hanging, you get yeast and you get nasty junk. And you don't want that eating away at your skin. Good morning, Lisa. I don't mean to be gross, and I'm sorry if you're eating breakfast, y'all, but this is like for real. It's really concerning. When you start seeing your body break down, even better than prenatal powder, it's preventional weight loss. It's great to cover up and treat things topically with a powder or a cream. But how about just not having the problem to begin with? If you can do that. I have no excuses for being obese, okay? I don't. I have no reason for being obese. Except that I'm a brat. I like sugar. I like cake, pie, and all of that stuff. Yeah, I weighed myself. I lost 6 pounds. I weighed myself at my daughter's house. Yeah, no, it's not moderation. It's keto for me. There's no moderation going on except if you're talking about moderate protein. Moderation does not work for me. You tell an obese person, oh, eat things in moderation. Do you know what moderation looks like to somebody that's obese? Oh, for Matt. Okay, yeah. Well, Matt needs, no, he doesn't need moderation either. Matt needs to get serious. He needs to realize that he's killing himself. Point blank, plain and simple. There's no more pussyfooting and sugarcoating it for him. He needs to lay off of the cookies, the cake, the pies, the gobs of ice cream, the bowls that are this big of ice cream. No, that's not for a diabetic. You don't eat, nobody should eat like that. Eat serving size, maybe a little more than a serving size. Oh, no, I don't mean he has to go cold turkey. He's been actually eating healthier because he's been following my keto plan, except for the things he's been eating on the side. Oh, I am going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep on going forward. There's no turning back now because honestly, like I've told you before, there's nothing I deprive myself of. If I want ice cream, I'll have a quarter cup ice cream, or even a spoonful of ice cream satisfies me. If I want cookies, I'll get sugar-free cookies. If I want a few pretzels, I have a few pretzels. I don't have a bowl full of pretzels and sit there and dip them and dip. No, my face is thinner. Thank you, Valerie. You can do this. Anybody can do this. But like I always say, check with your doctor if you're going to do it, because you want to make sure, you're healthy enough to handle changes in your diet and stuff. But most doctors want you to lose the weight if you're obese. I mean, not that I never dip my pretzels, but if I'm going to dip them, I'm going to be dipping them in hummus. And I'll only have like 5 pretzels because I'll look at the bag. Like, we'll use this as an example. I'll look at the taquito bag, okay? Because I like these suckers. They're my friend. They're not full of great things to eat, but if I want a snack once in a while, I ignore the icky ingredients sometimes. And there are a lot in here. And I look at this thing right up here. I don't look at the calories. I look at serving size. 1 ounce. How many is that? 13 pieces. And in 13 pieces, there are this many fat, this many saturated fat, this many calories, this many whatevers. And I say, okay, well, if there are 13 pieces, and I'm looking at this and it says there are 160 calories, 80 of those calories are from fat. Now, I don't care about the fat calories. I'm supposed to be eating fat. On keto, you eat fat. But what about the carbs? There's 17 grams of carbs in 13 pieces. So I'm not going to eat 13 pieces. Duh. Not rocket science. I'm going to go like this. Man, I really want a taquito. Okay, 2 taquitos. So I'm not eating 17 grams of carbs. I'm only eating, what, 2 grams maybe? Whatever. I would say yes, it depends on what sort of fat, but keto people say no, just eat all kinds of fat. Eat bacon grease, eat shortening, whatever you can do to get that fat in because your body's going to burn it off. Not for me, because I don't want fatty liver disease and I don't want my blood and arteries clogged up with fat. Garbage fat. So I'm going to eat vegetables. I'm going to eat a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to eat avocados because I know that's going to digest. That's not going to clog up my arteries. So yeah, I'd say yeah. It depends on what kind of fat you eat. For me, not for all ketos. But avocado, that's great fat. And that's not going to hurt your arteries. It's going to make you healthy. It's got good vitamins in it. But it will increase the fat, so your body is burning fats. Taquitos, probably not healthy for me, but every once in a while I want to be naughty. I'm going to have a couple chips. A couple chips. Maybe 4 or 5 at the most, but not any flipping 13 chips that are going to give me 17 carbs. I'm watching my carb level. I'm not going to overdo carbs.
Something like that.
Yeah. Is that the cheapest tarp they have? Okay.
It's gonna be covering something else right there.
You probably should have measured it. Happy birthday early, Kenzie.
Yeah, candles are
Well, and actually, Valerie, I agree with you, but even on keto, you can lose weight without moving, without exercising. And in fact, if you're doing keto, they don't recommend heavy exercises. Walking, yes. Running, probably not. Calisthenics or aerobics, probably not. Not until you're keto adapted and you're used to it. Because you can really put yourself at a deficit and have real huge health problems and not feel good. So they do not recommend exercising with beginning keto. Just letting people know that. Avocados are great for potassium. And on keto, you're short in potassium, sodium, and magnesium. You got to keep all that stuff in balance. So I need to go get me some avocados today because I'm out. I love avocados. I'll eat avocados till the day I die. Oh, right. Kids don't play enough. Kids don't exercise. They're sitting in front of a computer or a gaming system. That's true. And you can mix avocado in things and not even taste that it's in there. You can make pudding and put avocado in it. Or a smoothie and put avocado in it. It'll thicken it, but you're not going to taste avocado taste. Lately, yeah, Mel. So, just from my experience, I can only talk from my experience and from my daughter's experience who lost 75 pounds on keto. I also can tell you there's a guy where I used to work. He was my manager. Big dude, big Mexican dude. He lost 100 pounds on keto and got himself a girlfriend, fiance. Now they're getting married. They might already be married for all I know. But it works. Keto works. But you got to do it safely. You can't just jump on a keto bandwagon and say, okay, I'm going to go cold turkey on everything, not eat this anymore. I think you need to ease into it like I did. You don't just do it. It's not like anything you do new. You should have an adjustment time, not totally stress out your body. Your body is very adaptable, but your body also is very smart. And if you start depriving it of things completely, it's going to rebel. You're going to end up sick. You're going to end up in pain, and it won't be fun. And you won't accomplish what you decided to do, and you'll go back to doing what you did before. Yes, guacamole is yummy. Please email me your recipe for guacamole. DelusionDispeller@gmail.com. I love guacamole, and I don't have a real good recipe yet. And it's quicker to just ask you to email me one than to have to search the internet for one. So if you wouldn't mind, please send it to my email. So anyway, I'm doing well. Matthew and I are going to try to work on spending more quality time with each other, less being on computers and screens and things. We still are going to have our time to do that, but we're going to limit it. We're going to spend more time with each other. Because you know what? Screens will be there forever. People will not. And even if screens weren't, people mean more to me than screens do. So. Yeah, you can do low carb as well. Lower carb or even moderate carb. You just got to find out what works for you. Not keto isn't going to be for everybody. To me, I think everybody should be on it, but that's because I'm on it and I feel great. And I think everybody else would too. That could be. Check with your doctor, figure out what you need to do. I can tell you though, my doctor has put me on, just eat less calories. Just cut back and exercise. None of that worked for me. Keto is working. That's the difference for me personally. It's working. And that's all I care about because I'm the only one that I need to worry about. I don't need to deal with everybody else's issues, but I do need to take care of mine. And seeing myself be obese and out of breath, not able to tie my shoe, not able to properly wash myself is not okay with me. It stopped being okay. So I started doing keto, and so far, so good. There's nothing I don't allow myself to eat. I just eat less of it, or I change it up. I try to put more fat in it, less sugar in it, or no sugar, even better, stevia. So I don't know. I got on this keto roll here. Sorry about that. I didn't necessarily come on to talk to you about keto. I just came on to chat till John gets here. Or until I decide to do something else, I guess. Oh, okay. So on a different topic. Yes, I'm well aware people are making videos about me. No, I don't care. I really don't. Sometimes I know about it. Sometimes I don't. I really don't care. I've got enough other stuff going on in my own little neck of the woods, my own corner over here, that I really don't care. John is my friend, my local friend that takes us around and helps us out. He drives us around to get stuff we need, whatever.
So, the cheapest I got is like 6, but it's going to be your run-of-the-mill one.
We need to measure that.
I just want 8 by 8 because we're going to want it to be bigger than that.
I know, but are you sure that's bigger than that? I would still measure it if it was me. Just to make sure for sure.
They have a 9 by 12, which is the one I showed you. And that's one we should probably get because it's heavy duty.
And how much is the 9 by 12?
That is the 9 by 12. It's 14.
Oh.
That's but that'll last longer.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll go through like all weathers and all that other stuff.
Oh, okay.
We'll just have to figure out how to get it up. Hopefully, if I staple it.
Who's ugly? Who are you calling ugly, Mr. Awesome?
Me.
That's not John. That's Matthew, and he is not ugly. Come here, honey. This is not an ugly face. This is a cute, sweet face. I love this face. He's not ugly. Drop off my books and donations today? Huh? What's she talking about?
Oh, we burned everything.
Oh, yeah. We burned everything. We got rid of it.
We followed Button's advice.
Yep. We did. That's all right. Let Mr. Awesome talk. We don't care. Okay, well, whatever.
Did anybody ever answer my question?
Did anybody answer your question about changing your name or whatever?
How do I do it?
How does Matthew change his name?
Without deleting my channel.
Without deleting his channel. Does anyone know? Can you do that? I guess you have to just get another account, right? No, that's okay, Mama. It's not a big deal. Either way. Yes, you can. Can you tell him how? Because he doesn't know how. He's right here. He's watching you. Settings.
Okay, go into settings.
Okay.
I'll do it on the computer.
Okay. I want to log in my foods before I forget.
When did you plan on getting off here? Well, we still got to get the bags and everything
Probably
together.
9:15ish.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Okay, Mama, we're waiting for the rest. Talking about who he was asking about. Huh?
She thinks he was talking about John.
Oh.
Saying John is ugly. Alright, go into settings.
Oh, okay, Kim, I gotcha. No, John's not ugly. John's a good person. His girlfriend thinks he's good looking, obviously. You can't do it while you're on here, Mel. I gotcha. Maybe you can text him later or call him or something and walk him through it. I don't know. I'm going to log in my foods, y'all, so give me just a second here. Do you have my phone, by the way?
Yeah.
Are you using it? Can you go to your Google account, she said. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, so I have my MyFitnessPal. She's going to leave a comment on your video, she said, how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to take you to my food diary. I'm going to show you how I do this every day, just in case you're curious. Okay, so here you go. Whoops, what happened here? Okay, so breakfast, if it works. It's hard to do it from this angle. Add food. Why is it walking me through all this? I already know how to do all this. Go back. So you go breakfast, add food. All right, there we go. Now it's showing you some of the other foods that I've eaten throughout the week. It keeps track of all that stuff. Night, Joshy. Dee Dee made sure Dee Dee had great mods from the get-go because I don't play games with that stuff. All right. Sometimes they may time somebody out I don't agree with, but I don't care. It's not a big deal. Everybody does what they do, you know. Okay. So next, I'm going to put in what I ate. Now, you'll see here the history, if it lets me show you. Go away. History, you look up eggs. Usually it'll show eggs. There's an egg right there. Bam. So I click egg. It'll open up that thing. Keeps trying to get me to go premium, which means pay money. Give us money. Nope, not going to do it. So we got 2 large eggs. Click that little square. And then what else did I have? I had cheese with it. So I'm going to look down the list, find cheese. Okay, this one doesn't have the cheese on it. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. Sharp shredded cheddar. That says half a cup. I didn't quite use half a cup, but that's okay. So I'm going to click on it. I'll go back into it and change it up later how much I ate. So there we go. Okay, he figured it out now. Thanks. Like that. Okay, we got eggs and cheese. I also had coconut oil and stuff in my coffee. So I got bulletproof coffee. I got the yogurt. I had some peaches in the yogurt. And I had some chia seeds. So that was my whole breakfast. Now, click the check mark. It's going to bring you to the next screen, hopefully, which it did. It's telling me my goal today is to stay under 39 grams of carbohydrates. There they are, the listing that I just put on. And that's my breakfast. Now that's on a phone. I do it on computer too. It's easier on the computer for me. So there we go. Except my egg amount is wrong, so I have to fix that. My serving size was 2. So instead of 0.5, I go in and make it 2. This is how I'm losing weight. People wanted to know. If I stop doing this, though, I can tell you, I will gain the weight back. Sure as shooting. I will gain the weight back. Nobody wants that. So, bam. Fix it up. Now you'll see it says egg, not 0.5, but 2, because I just changed it. Thank you, Sunshine Baby. And then if you accidentally make a mistake and put it twice, you just hold your finger there, delete the entry. Simple as that. Okay, so there we go. So let's see, yogurt, half a cup, chia seeds, tablespoon, 6 ounces of bulletproof coffee, 0.2 cup of slices of peaches, my sharp cheese, and my egg. And then on the computer, it will actually show you down here. It'll show you how many carbs, how many fats, and all that other stuff. As far as people getting on here and giving me a hard time about, donations and all that stuff, you're just jealous. You're jealous because people care about people and want to help people, and they're not helping you because you're mean and nasty and rotten and mean and cruel. And yeah, and they're not donating to you because they don't like your character and your personality and your meanness. If you were a nice person that was doing good things and trying to better your life and help other people, then you'd get donations too. And then you wouldn't have any issue with me getting donations. I'm not going to make an apology for telling people I'm in need and have problems and am trying to better my life. I'm not. I give a quality content. I help people. I've saved lives, God and me. And people reward me for that. They say, I want to help you out too because you helped me. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you give a donation, it's a gift. Don't expect for it back. That's not a donation. That's a conditional sacrifice, if you want to call it that. That's conditional sacrifice. That's, I'll give to you, but if you do something I don't like, I want my money back. What BS is that? Then don't give at all. If that's how you feel, please don't give to me. Because I'm not one to keep returning people's funding. I don't have a car to drive to the post office and constantly send money back. So, yeah. If you don't like me, don't give. Plain and simple. If you give, then give with a willing heart and realize it's a gift that's going to be used for what you want it used for. Because I video everything I use it for. You see my shed. You see what we're building. I'll be showing you right along what we're building. You'll see the video of it. I'm not pulling your leg. I'm not lying, even though that caller yesterday tried to tell me I was. I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm not being dishonest. Oh, okay. So here you go. This is how many calories I ate for breakfast. 668. So what they did was they took my 1550, which is my calories I'm allowed per day that I allow myself, subtracted the 668, and got that. That's how many I have left today that I can eat. Now, if I go over that a little, not a big deal. If I go over my carbs a little, not a big deal. But I got to get that fat in there. Yes, many somebodies have done that to me. I got phone calls galore yesterday from somebody saying, you're a fraud and you're not really fixing up that shed and you really didn't get flooded. The flood happened back in 2012. They're partly right. There was a flood in 2012. Definitely. There was also one in 2013. I was married to my first husband when the flood happened, before I left him, which would have been 2009 or 10. There was a flood then. And then there was another flood in 2012. And now there's been a flood in 2019. So yes, they are correct. There was also a flood in 2013. I forgot about that one. There were lots of floods. I'm hoping so, Valerie. I'm hoping I can get my washer dryer hooked up. My ex is coming in the next couple days, hopefully, or soon, to talk to me about what we need to do to get that shed living worthy, at least for us to go out there and have another place to stay with a few of the amenities that we have in the house. Even though we won't have a bathroom out there, we'll have to come in the house to go to the bathroom. Unless we put a porta potty in or something. Who knows? That wouldn't make sense, though, because I have a working plumbing inside the house, so. Oh, there is Mr. John on cue. Hang on a minute. Talk to him a minute. See what our plan is, since he's my wheels and my ride. I mean, I don't know. People want you to be real with them, that when you are, people got some stupid issues. And I'm not going to make apologies for being real with people and telling them what my circumstances really are. Oh, hold on. Hello? Hey. Okay, I'll get ready. All right, see you soon. Bye. Well, we're not technically going to live out there, but if it floods, it gives us another place to be. We're going to use it like a little mini house type thing without everything that a house has in it. We're going to build the floors up, so if it does flood, we'll be up higher. It won't destroy the floors. That's the plan. We'll just see it come together how it comes together. That's all I can say. Now, I was going to get off of here at 9:15. It's 9:02. John is on his way, so I got to start gathering up bags and getting ready to go. So I'm going to have to cut this short. There's not that many people in here anyway, so I'm not disappointing too many people. But I'll be back on later. We got to do our run around errands and stuff like that. We'll probably do a food haul because I know you guys enjoy that. And we will see you then. So thanks for coming in. You have a great day too, and I'll see you soon.